Welcome back to another CPG 101 with your boy Eric. Yes, and I'm here to give you the shortcut to success in the CPG industry, or at least give you every tip that can help you be successful. So today we're tackling one of the biggest reasons CPG brands fail. And it's not because of competition. It's because of cash flow. Yes. Because having a great product doesn't mean anything if you run out of money. Point blank. If you run out of money before you hit your stride, your runway, or you get a lot of sales, it won't make a difference. So in this video, I'll break down the biggest cash flow mistakes that kill a lot of young CPG brands, and I'm going to show you different ways on how you can avoid them. Make sure you're listening, make sure you save it, make sure you share it with a friend. Number one, confusing revenue with cash. Confusing revenue with cash. Here's the first killer mistake. Thinking revenue means you're doing well. That does not mean that. You can sell $100,000 worth of product, but if retailers don't pay you for 90 days and your bills are due in 30, you're broke. You're point blank, you're broke. Revenue looks good on paper, cash keeps you alive. Revenue looks good on paper, but cash keeps you alive. Your actual bank balance needs to be kept up to par. Remember that. Number two, ignoring payment terms. Please do not ignore the payment terms. A lot of founders never pay attention to retailer and distribution terms. That means they don't read them, they don't understand them. None of that. If you're giving 30-day payment terms, but paying your co-packer up front, you're floating everyone else's business on your dime. Point blank. That's not going to work. Negotiate terms on both sides. If the buyers get 45 days, ask your suppliers for 45 days too as well. Keep it a balance, baby, because you got to balance your inflow with balancing your outflow, or you'll always be chasing cash week after week after week after week. Tip 3, overproducing inventory. Yes, overproducing inventory. This one right here, it hurts a lot of founders. Why? Because you're producing too much. You get excited, you believe in your product, and next thing you know, you just start producing way too much. And then you got it sitting on pallets of cash, literally. Cash, literally. Inventory that doesn't move fast enough ties up all your liquidity. You got to remember that. You don't want it sitting, you want it moving. So start small, build velocity, and then scale production after you see repeat orders. Remember that, y'all. Remember that. Tip 4, not forecasting enough cash flow. You got to forecast your cash flow to see how much you're going to be able to have. If you don't plan your cash flow, well, you're driving blind. Every CPG founder needs a simple spreadsheet. I mean, a simple one showing what's coming in and what's going out. I mean, we all know that, but we need to make sure, especially what's going in and what's going out over the next 90 days. That's your oxygen map. That's what you're going to breathe off. That's what you're going to live off of. You'll see problems before they happen, and you can adjust before you get hit with anything that causes you to have zero. Number 5, missing the real cost of promotions. Yes, the real cost of promotions. That whole buy one, get one free sounds great until you realize it's costing you more money than it's making you. Yes, especially if you don't have a lot going in and coming out. Promotions cut your margins. And when retailers run deals, you're often the one paying for it. You always got to remember, and you always got to calculate how a promo affects your bottom line before you start saying yes to everything. Make sure you understand how it's going to affect your costs and your margins. If you're losing money on volume, that's not marketing. That's self-sabotage. Number 6, ignoring fees and chargebacks. Please, please, please do not ever ignore any fees and chargebacks. Distributors and big box retailers love hitting people with fees, especially sliding fees, freight fees, marketing allowance fees, penalties for late shipment fees, looking the crazy wrong way at them fees. I'm just playing. But seriously, a lot of brands don't read the fine print. Those small deductions quietly drain your cash. And before you know it, you'll be looking up and you'll have so many costs. You know, it costs a penny or your profit will disappear in this. And then next thing you know, all your profit is gone in paperwork because you're not paying attention to the small things. You heard the saying, small holes sink ships. Well, yes, all of those fees will sink your ship because you won't make any profit with distributors or with those big box retailers. Number 7, not having cash. Simply not having cash. It's a buffer. Cash flow isn't just about income and expenses. It's about, honestly, about timing and how anything can happen. You need a buffer, ideally 2 to 3 months of operating expenses to make sure and to protect yourself against slow payments that come in or all of a sudden just random pop-up costs or things that may happen. If a co-packer invoice hits early or a retailer pays late like they will do, your buffer keeps the lights on. It keeps employees working. It keeps things coming in until then. No buffer equals no breathing room, which means you're going to have a lot of sleepless nights and a lot of people that might be higher up on the chain might not get a paycheck. It means you. Number 8, growing too fast. Yes, growing too fast. Some of y'all are probably like, Eric, how is growing too fast a problem? Fast growth sounds sexy, but it can kill you. Listen, fast growth sounds sexy, but it can kill you. Each new account means more inventory, more freight, more marketing. Before you even see a dime, you have to realize that if you don't have the capital to sustain that growth on a regular basis, success becomes a cash flow trap. Scale with attention. Make sure every new door adds a margin and it makes sense. Not just vanity, not just something to look good for the gram or social media. Make it make sense. Number 9, not tracking cash weekly. You got to track your cash, baby. Most founders check cash flow monthly or at the end or beginning, and that's it. By then, it's too late. You can't do that. You can't do that. You should be tracking every week. And some, I know, every day. You should be tracking what came in, and you should be tracking what went out. And what's next. You know, it takes only about 10 minutes, but it'll save your business a big difference in the long run. Remember that. So, let's recap everything. Don't confuse revenue with cash. Ding. Watch your terms. Ding. Avoid overproduction. Ding. And forecast your flow. Ding. Build a buffer. Ding. And grow only as fast as your cash allows. Because in CPG, you don't run out of ideas. You run out of money first. Remember that. If you enjoyed this video, continue to like, subscribe, and also make sure you share this video with other CPG up-and-coming founders and let them know to subscribe as well too. Because like I said before, we're here about building a community, and we're here about sharing our ideas, what has worked, what hasn't worked, so that we can come together and build a good strategy so that we can all be successful while building our CPG brand. Remember, it's your boy, Mr. CPG 101, Eric.